Orthodox Prophecies 2026 to 2027. Shocking flow of events revealed by Greek elders. Today, we are diving into the visions of a very pious Greek Eldress who has shared her visions and assessment of the flow of the great events. My family has visited this Eldress many times and we know her on a personal level. What is striking is that she had never mentioned anything about the great events before, even when we asked her just a couple of weeks ago as the 2026 Iran war began. She simply responded, "Let it be as God wills." Then, a couple of days ago out of nowhere, she described the following. She also shared that she discussed her visions with the seer father, who confirmed them and made relevant adjustments to her notes. So, buckle up, because in this video, we will reveal the unfolding sequence of events according to the Eldress and the seer father's assessment of what lies ahead. The USA will wage war for 2 to 3 months in Iran without escalation. In this war, the USA will manage to involve Turkey against Iran. They will end it on terms favorable to them, the USA, and afterwards they will turn toward the Mediterranean. The mandate that Trump has is to create Kurdistan, and he wants to do it before the midterm elections in the USA November 2026 in case he loses support in one of the two houses. 1. The House of Representatives. 2. The Senate. Right now, in both, the majority belongs to the Republicans. Turkish Erdogan will be killed by Israelis in an airplane, whatever that means, while traveling to Libya or to Syria or returning from these countries. Power in Turkey will be taken over by the Grey Wolves, who will quickly enter into war with us, Greece, within about 3 weeks at most, in order to stop the unrest in Turkey caused by Erdogan's assassination. A major earthquake with a tsunami and the formation of an ecumenical government in Greece will precede the Greek-Turkish war. The Turks will position their fleet south of Crete for an exercise, supposedly, in international waters. They will wait for the dust from Africa that blocks the radars, and they will carry out a landing in the south, in the Masara Gulf of Crete, with simultaneous bombardment in the north. For 3 days they will advance and slaughter. Only the army's Greek National Guard militia unit will fight them. On the 3rd day, decimated, they will flee from the nearby Venetian fortress. At the same time, they will land on 3 other islands, Lesvos, Chios, Rhodes. The Pakistanis, rebels in Greece, will begin a purge operation against Greeks on orders from the Turks. They are already in our country and are simply waiting for the signal. For 3 days we lock our homes and do not go outside. This will happen with the consent of the USA and Israel, so that southern Turkey will be abandoned and Kurdistan can be formed. The Grey Wolves will listen only to the USA. The USA and Israel will convince the Turks to close the Bosporus Straits, which for the Russians will be a casus belli, cause for war. Within a week, the Russians, with the use of tactical nuclear weapons, will destroy Turkey. Then, 30 NATO countries will move against Russia. The generalization of World War III. Thus will begin the escalation of World War III, which will last about 6 months. Europe will be hit with tactical nuclear weapons, mainly the northern countries and the Scandinavian peninsula. Afterwards, they will give Constantinople to Greece because they do not want their opponent, Russia, to have it. The losses for humanity will be enormous. During the 6 months of World War III, we will have 2 halves. In the first half, the Russian will overwhelm everyone, leveling the EU and Israel with the help of China and India, and advances as far as Suez. In the second half, China is bribed by the New Order with Alaska and abandons the Russians. The Russians retreat, leaving the Middle East where they will be, and head toward Constantinople. And there the great battle takes place in Constantinople. There will be no winner, but something will happen that will make everyone ask for peace. America, whether from Yellowstone or from the San Andreas Fault or from a meteor, it is not clear, becomes half. It suffers a huge geological catastrophe and ceases to be a superpower. After the war, 2/3 of the Israelites, realizing the deception played on them by the Khazar Zionists, will be baptized and become Orthodox Christians. To face the famine in Greece during the duration of World War III, you will need canned food, legumes, hard wheat, powdered milk, honey, oil, paper goods, soap, basic medicines, flashlights, batteries, lighters. This is what the Eldress and the seer father revealed to us. These revelations emphasize that the developments are imminent, that the first events may begin in the coming months. May the will of God be done. Christ speaks to us through his prophets, revealing what is to come, warning of dangers ahead, and calling us to faith, repentance, and love. Stay watchful, stay faithful. God bless you all.